George Washington stands as a colossal figure in American history. He is revered as the father of the nation, a symbol of American independence and leadership. His life and legacy are deeply intertwined with the birth and early development of the United States. From his humble beginnings to his pivotal role in shaping the nation, Washington's story is one of courage, integrity, and unwavering dedication to the cause of liberty. Washington's journey began long before the revolution that would define his place in history. It was shaped by his upbringing in colonial Virginia, his early experiences as a surveyor, and his military service in the French and Indian War. These formative years instilled in him the values of hard work, discipline, and a deep sense of duty that would guide him throughout his life. Washington's story is not merely a tale of triumph and glory. It is also a story of challenges, setbacks, and difficult choices. It is a testament to his resilience, his ability to learn from his mistakes, and his unwavering commitment to the ideals he held dear. As we delve into the life and legacy of George Washington, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of the American Revolution, the challenges of building a new nation, and the enduring power of leadership grounded in character and principle. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, at Pope's Creek, Westmoreland County, in the colony of Virginia. His parents, Augustine and Mary Ball Washington, were members of the colony's landed gentry. Though not impoverished, they were far from wealthy by the standards of the Virginia aristocracy. Young George's formal education was limited, consisting primarily of reading, writing, and arithmetic. He received much of his education at home, likely from tutors or family members. His father's death in 1743, when George was just 11 years old, had a profound impact on his life. He went to live with his half-brother Lawrence at Ferry Farm and later at Little Hunting Creek, which Lawrence renamed Mount Vernon. Lawrence, who had received a more privileged upbringing, became a significant influence on George, introducing him to the world of Virginia's elite and fostering his interest in military affairs and public service. At the age of 16, Washington embarked on a career as a surveyor. This profession took him across the rugged terrain of Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley, providing him with invaluable experience in leadership, negotiation, and problem-solving. These skills would prove essential in the years to come as he navigated the treacherous landscape of war and politics. The Ohio Valley became a point of contention between the French and the British in the 1750s, leading to the outbreak of the French and Indian War in 1754. This conflict would provide Washington with his first taste of military experience and shape his understanding of leadership in times of crisis. At the young age of 21, Washington was appointed a major in the Virginia militia and tasked with delivering a message to the French demanding their withdrawal from disputed territory. His subsequent actions in the Ohio Valley, including his role in the construction of Fort Necessity and the Battle of Jumonville Glen, thrust him into the forefront of the conflict. Despite early setbacks, including a defeat at Fort Necessity, Washington's determination and courage under fire did not go unnoticed. He gained valuable experience during the war, serving under the command of British General Edward Braddock and participating in the disastrous Braddock Expedition. These experiences, though often marked by hardship and defeat, instilled in Washington a deep understanding of military strategy, logistics, and the importance of discipline and morale in the face of adversity. The French and Indian War served as a crucible, forging Washington into the battle-hardened leader he would later become. Section 4. Leading the Revolution. As tensions between Great Britain and its American colonies escalated in the 1770s, Washington emerged as a vocal opponent of British policies. He was elected to the First and Second Continental Congresses, where he argued for colonial rights and reconciliation with the Crown. However, with the outbreak of hostilities at Lexington and Concord in April 1775, Washington's focus shifted from diplomacy to armed resistance. The Second Continental Congress appointed him Commander-in-Chief of the newly formed Continental Army, a testament to his reputation for leadership, military experience, and unwavering commitment to the cause of American liberty. Washington faced a daunting task in leading the Continental Army. He had to mold a ragtag group of colonial militiamen into a disciplined fighting force capable of taking on the might of the British Empire. He faced shortages of men, supplies, and funding throughout much of the war. Despite these challenges, Washington persevered. He secured crucial victories at Trenton and Princeton, boosting the morale of his troops and demonstrating the viability of the American cause. His strategic brilliance was on full display at the Battle of Saratoga in 1777, a decisive victory that convinced France to enter the war on the side of the Americans. Section 5. Architect of a New Nation. Following the British surrender at Yorktown in 1781, Washington yearned to return to the private life he had left behind at Mount Vernon. However, his service to the newly formed nation was far from over. The challenges of peacetime proved to be as daunting as the trials of war. The Articles of Confederation, adopted in 1781, proved inadequate in addressing the needs of a fledgling nation. The states were beset by economic instability, interstate disputes, and the threat of internal unrest. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Washington lent his considerable prestige to the movement for a stronger national government. In the summer of 1787, delegates from 12 states convened in Philadelphia for the Constitutional Convention. Washington, unanimously elected president of the convention, played a pivotal role in shaping the course of the debates. Though he spoke little during the proceedings, his presence and influence were keenly felt throughout. The constitution that emerged from the convention created a more powerful federal government with a bicameral legislature, an independent judiciary, and a president as head of state. This new framework aimed to balance the need for national unity with the preservation of state sovereignty. Washington's support for the Constitution proved crucial in its ratification, as his endorsement carried immense weight with the American people.